Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this is not your typical video. Instead, Mills Motors, GMC dealership, has sent us this beautiful, sorry about the wind, 2026 GMC Terrain Denali. Now this is a beautiful SUV. This may be the Summit White. I will have to double check, but this is gorgeous. Now we do have a chrome grille up front and the GMC beautiful logo with the camera in the front of it. So I guess like when you're parking, it could help you see the lines better. You do have your fog lamps down there and a little bit more chrome accent at the bottom. You do have full LED lights and LED daytime runners. This vehicle is pretty decent in size. I gotta admit, the hood is really tall. This just got redesigned for the 2025 model year, and it's really nice redesign. I believe these are 20-inch wheels. I'm not too sure, but these are the rims and they're gorgeous. Do you have the Denali badge? Here's another step back from it. You do have camera on the mirror there, so for blind spot monitoring system, the car comes up close to you. You do have some chrome accents right here. Dealership price in Canadian money would be around $53,000, all options. It does have an engine block heater. Good for the winter. Here's a step back from the rear of the vehicle. So this Denali is the top of the line of this Terrain. It is comparable to the Toyota RAV4, Ford Escape, Chevrolet Equinox, Nissan Rogue, and a bunch of other crossovers and midsize SUVs. So you can either activate this tailgate with your foot, but in this demonstration, I'm going to just use the regular button. Press it once. Oh, there goes license plate. Put that back in there. Now you do get a very generous cargo space, and these seats do fold flat. And you have, I think that's like a 12 volt right here. LEDs on each side for, well, nighttime, obviously. And, move this here. We do actually get more room under here. So more cargo space, which is what everyone loves. And, I believe, yeah, so if you want to keep things ventilated back here, there is a vent here. And then if you have like a cargo net you want to add. And then these levers here, you just fold them down for flat. And general idea, it's decent. Like, it's not like comparable to other vehicles. It could probably fit like 3 to 4 or maybe even 5 full suitcases in here. Like it's pretty big. So stepping back from the rear, nice stance it has. Now when you want to close it, you can press the button there, or on your key fob, you can press it also. You do want to press it, I can demonstrate the key fob in a sec. Or actually, you know what? You get the idea, press the button. Press it twice on the fob. There it goes. And it is all-wheel drive, so you get that added traction in the very slippery conditions. You do have rear parking sensors at the bottom here, so it helps you backing up and you don't want to avoid hitting other cars and you know, that kind of stuff. And again, you do have like the nice Continental, I believe there's the R 20-inch tires. I have to double check. It's more of the side here. Do another stance, and then we'll go in the interior in a moment. Now you do also get this panoramic sunroof at the top here with roof bars, so if you want to attach like another luggage, it's a great family hauler. Similar styling cues to the new GMC Acadia. Now to remote start the vehicle, here's the key fob here. You do want to either lock it, and then you hold down the remote here on the inside. There we go. So you tap it twice and there it goes. Now you tap it, actually tap it once and it goes off. Now we just unlock it. Now you have this nice animation of the lights. Like, look how gorgeous that is. This car is a beauty. Now, even if you don't even have your key fob on you, you can like press these buttons. Let's say, actually, let's just lock it now, actually. So, you have your hands full, or maybe you just have a finger. You press this button. Yeah, unlocks. Plus, it is anti-theft and is trackable. Now, starting from the door here, you have this beautiful premium leather. It's very soft to touch. You have the wood trim here. So it's the chrome door handles. You do have memory seating as well. So this also goes to people. So let's say you have more than one passenger. You have, let's say this is your husband or wife, whatever. Husband, you press this button. Seat and mirrors do adjust. Wife, you press 2. And everything will adjust exactly how it is and to your own preference. So it's a lot easier than adjusting. And then your trunk release button is down here. Your mirror controls are here. And now come to the seat. You do have an 8-way power adjustable seat with lumbar. There's just the seat here. You also get the Denali in the headrest. Very, very nice. Now stepping inside the new Terrain. You do have a very spacious cabin. It's one of my favorites. You have this nice 6-spoke steering wheel. The Denali badge is here, but the steering wheel's turned at the moment. You do have a full 8-inch touchscreen. Actually, is it 8 or 10? It's I think it's 10 inches. Correct me if I'm wrong. You also do have a space to put of your belongings here. Cup holders. And I like how they're placed this way so you know which one's which. It's not like, oh, this is my drink, you know, all that stuff. The transmission, or the gear selector, let's call it that, normally will be here, but instead they moved it up to the top here. So when you want to shift from park, you hold it. I will demonstrate that after. You do have space underneath here because there's no gear selector. You can put like a purse or your belongings. Your engine start stop. Let's let this focus. You do have a center speaker here. Another speaker on either side. You do have your OnStar connectivity, SOS hazards, hands-free system. Then your beautiful panoramic sunroof. Now coming down to here, you also do have a phone charger. Now this is actually a pretty decent space. Like you have a little light. There's a little light right there. Tray. Actually very nice. Now there's no ports in here, but there is a USB-A and USB-C. Now this is a very nice interior, and of course you got the sun visor. I'm pretty sure these are LEDs, but they're warm, so you don't have to worry about white glare at night. You do have a sunglass holder. Very nice. And this is actually a camera mirror, which I'll demonstrate once the vehicle is on. This does have a lot of room, and for me being like 5'7", like just sitting in this vehicle makes me feel like I'm in a truck. I'm not gonna lie, like it's not an enormous car, but it definitely feels like it when you're in the driver's seat. Your all-wheel drive mode selector is here. Your parking brake, dimmer switch, and your auto stop and start, which can be activated if you don't want your car continually stopping when you're at a light, or just in general. It can get annoying for some people, so it's an option. When the car is on, this is a full digital display instead of anything analog, actually. So it's pretty nice. And you do have, like I said, the storage down here is great as well. And the wood trim does go along on the dash here. Now, let's take a look at the back seat and see how much room we have. Now, stepping to the back seat, we're actually welcomed by this very nice chrome door handle. Oh, so what we want to do in this case, monkey, we should unlock the car. All right. Now all the doors are unlocked. That was my mistake. All right, so we actually have the same premium leather we did up front with the wood trim, and you have the same chrome door handle. Very nice, and you still have the same amount, like, storage wise. Now you have all this back seat room, which is very impressive. And not only that, it has, I mean, this panoramic sunroof goes all the way back here. Isn't that amazing? We got the headrest, and I believe this is where you, if you were to fold the seats down, I will demonstrate that in a second. Anyways, leg room for 5'7". Set this here. 5'7". This is like cavernous room. Like we got like miles of leg room. I can even just stretch my feet out, and I don't even need to. Like, these seats are amazing. And here's the front. You can actually see right here. Now, you also do get heated rear seats, which is a bonus for rear passengers, plus climate vents. You do actually have, sorry about that, you do have 2 USB-C ports. What is camera focus? Okay, 2 USB-C ports at the bottom here, and if it doesn't focus, I'm sorry about that. Lighting's a bit trash. Now, you do have your rear mat pockets, so if you want to store anything else. You do have an LED here, which is nice, and then, of course, you got the grab handles. Let's see. We also do have rear mics, so when you're using the hands-free system, all your passengers can talk to, like, a phone call. And you even got a middle head restraint, so you don't have to worry about safety in this car. This car, I believe, has a 5-star crash worry safety, but it has a lot of safety features. like forward collision avoidance system, blind spot monitoring, even has rear cross traffic alert. And just remember, this is the Denali Terrain. It's got all the bells and whistles you want. Plus, you got cup holders. These seats do not recline, but not to brag, but you can probably lay someone all along right here, like horizontally, like, or whatever it is. Like, it's so much space. I'm not like, it's a lot of space. It makes me feel like I'm in a limo back here. Headroom is actually very decent, like, very actually premium and soft headliner, by the way. So it's not rough. You don't have to worry about scratching anything. Again, the same nice wood trim. It's very nice. Middle seat wise, middle seat is actually not too bad. What I like is that the floor is completely flat. So there's no hump, so you can just put your feet right here. And then you still have room for your other passengers. You also do have your child anchors under here. Still, it's an amazing vehicle. We can demonstrate the features in just a moment. Alright, we're about to go see the features. Alright, before we get into features, we're back at the beautiful, well, decent sized trunk here, which can probably fit, not to brag, maybe a few of your friends back here. Just joking. Don't ever do that, guys. It's a nice space, but let's keep it legal, people. Okay, so if you want to fold down these seats, I believe you clip in like this. There's like a little clip you push in. There's that. They fold almost flat. Let's get this here. There we go. And now we have pretty good space. Now, you can even just sit here if you want to have a tailgate party. And then you can have like your snacks and stuff over here, a little table. Like I said, I mean, the vehicle's pretty practical. Now, the only thing is there's no buttons to raise the seats back up. And there is no third row in case you guys were wanting a third row. Go to the GMC Acadia. Does not have a third row. Now, to raise the seats back up, if you guys want to do a little bit of leg work, just put these seats back up. It's not that hard. There we go. Now, just to close it up here. There we go. Beautiful Denali. Now, coming back to the driver's seat. Here's the key. Oh, and here's the glove box, which I'm sure I don't think I've shown yet. Decent size. You can probably actually fit a MacBook in here, believe it or not. So if you guys are on the productive, like, trip and need a story or anything, just on the start button. Alright, well, so foot on the brake, then you press the button right here. There we go. Now, very, very big screen. That's okay. We're just in demo mode. Now, look how gorgeous the screen is. Fuel level low. Let's just turn this around. Now you can really see the gorgeous steering wheel. Denali Plus, you get a heated steering wheel. There's a heated steering wheel. Voice command buttons, your music, plus paddle shifters. So So if you want to shift up, and when you're in manual mode, shift down, you know the drill. Cruise control, this does not have Super Cruise, which is on the GMC Acadia. But you do get adaptive cruise control, plus your forward collision alert and avoidance system. Now I believe this is when you want to go into manual mode, you press L, as it's not on the shifter, which if you do want to, you put your foot on the brake, you hold in, and you go like down. Now go back there. Now you just press this button for park. There you go. Now fuel level low, don't worry about that. It is just for the video, and we actually have enough fuel. We are actually in two-wheel drive at the moment, so if you want to go to all-wheel drive, now we're in all-wheel drive. And at the moment, when you actually have, just missed that. When you have music playing, it'll show up right here, and your speed in case you wanted to know kilometers. You can actually change the screen. So if you don't like this screen, you can change that. We right now have your maps, so I'm not sure if it's going to load because we're in demo mode, but you can change the screen. Like this is how far you are from another vehicle. So it shows you that, your RPM, your attack, whatever you want to call it, it's at the left here. Seatbelt. In fact, we're going to put it back in two-wheel drive because we don't need all-wheel drive at the moment. We're actually parked. Now, if you want to change it again, you press this button right here. Go back into your default mode. Plus the heated steering wheel button, and it gets really warm. I'm telling you guys, it's a must-have. I love this. Like, the steering wheel is amazing. Now, it's good for long drives. You just put your hand here and rest it along. Now, if you want to activate the camera mirror instead of the traditional, just flip up, and then you got a camera instead. Look how amazing that is, guys. You don't even have to, if you want to like turn around or whatever, and just look at the back. That's up to you. Demonstrate actually. So here we go. Here's the panoramic sunroof, and look how gorgeous this is, guys. Just flip it up. Look at it. You can like escape from here. It's so big. Like, guys, like this is amazing. Also, passenger seat does have power adjustable controls, so don't have to worry about that. Now you want to tilt it in to go backwards. I believe if you guys want, or you can close this up too. Alright, now it got dark in here, but that's okay. We do actually have Wi-Fi hotspot. You can pair your phone. You have heated and ventilated seats. So that, you know what I'm talking about. Ventilated seats, you're cooled in the summertime. You don't have to worry about burning your legs or anything. Like, because these premium leather seats, they can get hot in the summertime. So, in case you want to activate that, just press this. We're not going to have it on right now because it's winter time. But we can have the heated seats on and free stage. Your audio levers here, very nice. I like that GM still gives us physical buttons, and they're nice feeling buttons actually. So if you want to raise you go up and then you go down. Pretty easy to get used to. Your front defrost, you know, all the basics. You do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I can't demonstrate now as it's what I'm filming on. You do have a camera. Very responsive, by the way. You have different views. So you can see the side view, which is impressive. And even crazier, you can see behind you from the top. And the front actually, which is cool. So it's cool in that way. Vehicle status, you can monitor everything about your tires. You get it. Your engine air filter light. Like, look how handy this is. Like, we all need this in cars, people. Like, props to GMC. Even have your brake pad life. Like, oh my, like at this point, this car is like perfecting everything. Even battery voltage. I mean, you just press the little home up here. Even at the Play Store, like, are we playing video games in our cars now? But I think that's where you download apps. You even do got Google Assistant. You have, let's focus. You have Google News as well, and if you want other controls, you can change your fog lights, your power window lockout, dome light. So if you press this light, all the lights will turn on. You do have hill descent control. So because this is an all-wheel drive SUV, when you're going down a steep surface, hill descent control can help you go down the hill without, you know, slipping, and I think it changes the engine in a way. Speaking of engines, this does come with a 4-cylinder, 1.5 liter specifically. You're saving on gas. It is a turbo, so you get some nice power at the pedal here. Now, we even got park assist, so your vehicle can actually help you park. Believe it or not, some people don't know how to park, so this is what it's for. Anyways, you got your maps here. Actually, Google Maps. Alright, you get maps, so if you're ever stranded, y'all, you even got 5G connectivity. Plus, it's real responsive like a computer. Like, you can do this with it. Google, you can say, take me to McDonald's.
There's a McDonald's 2.8 kilometers away.
You just press start. Once you do that, it'll show up right on the screen here. Now, very simple. If you know Google Maps, this is easy for you. At this point, if it wants to respond, but climate, in case you don't like the physical buttons, you do got climate here. Your music, little like hotkeys. You do have Sirius XM, Bluetooth, FM, AM, USB, so if you want to connect your phone just for music, or iPod, if you guys still have one. Now, if you go to audio, go FM. I don't want to get copyrighted here, so just 80s. You guys can see it shows up with the picture, and it even shows up on the screen right here. Wi-Fi hotspot. If you guys have kids, or you guys just want to have a Wi-Fi hotspot, you guys have this option. Plus, you get Wi-Fi on the go, so it just beats your not using data or anything. So this is like lane keep assist, which actually keeps you in your lane. I'm not going to demonstrate that, as we're not going out of our lane to demonstrate that. Okay, so we're gonna keep this on just because it's a safety feature. And then your light controls are here. So you want to go lights on, auto. Everyone keeps on auto, so we're gonna keep on there. Your high beams would actually, you toggle up by putting them inward. So now your high beams are on. Pretty sure everyone knows that. Your wipers are actually right here though, so you want to push them inwards. Alright, so there we go. So you press this button here. So then press it. So when you press, you spray it. Return signals, you name it, and then of course like your hazards. Passenger airbag off because we got no one sitting here. OnStar, SOS, you guys are ever in need of assistance, emergency, you got here. Also your quick access to hands-free. Not sure if it works unless you have activated OnStar, or because this vehicle is in demo mode, it won't have all the features working. But if you do have your phone paired, you can make a call or even text, which is handy. That's why I say no texting, no driving. You can text with your car, which is very, very nice. Now, like I said before, when a car comes up in your blind spot, it will light up on the mirror, as well as your auto start and stop system's on, so the car won't shut off when you're at a light. These mirrors are heated, so don't gotta worry about scraping no ice off on the mirrors in the winter time. Another microphone at the top. You do actually, for the passenger, it's ventilated and heated as well. Very nice vehicle. I believe this is another shortcut, same thing. So you can change your fog lights. And like more hotkeys. Like I said, this is a very, like, you can even have this layout: maps, audio, trip information. It's really responsive. This is the wrap. There's like a little wrap on here, so it'd probably be even more responsive without it. I'm not sure. Then again, GMC has made this so like high tech. It's honestly like for me, like this is amazing. And you even got notifications. Oh look, low fuel. Find nearby gas stations. Like, thank you, Terrain. Like this is amazing. You can press that. It just shows you nearest gas stations. Like if you guys are ever in the middle of nowhere and you need this, I don't know if it's gonna show up at the moment because we're in demo, like I said. But like, this car is basically everything you need. And you do want to charge your phone for wireless charging. It's here. Now, we're going to take another look outside the car to show you guys. We are going to turn the lights on. This on. Another look at the front of the car with the headlights. Look how gorgeous she is. Alright guys, found out this quick last minute feature, but if you guys have your hands full of groceries, let's say, and you want to open your rear lift gate, but you don't have the fingers or hands, you just want to get close to it, or usually it uses a proximity sensor. I saw nice animation of the lights. If it doesn't work, alright, here's a cool quirk with the Terrain. If your hands are full of groceries and you can't get the liftgate open because you don't have any hands, so you get close to it, they use a proximity sensor. 3 beeps. So if you actually stay here. And there it goes. Look how amazing that is, guys. That is very helpful. You just press it again. Or if you want to just manually close it, there's a little handle there.
Okay, action.
Alright guys, now we're in the driver's seat of the beautiful 2026 GMC Terrain Denali. And we're going to take you on a little test drive. Now just remember, you hold this gear shifter in, down, and you go into drive. Now we're going to do a little short drive. And at the start, pedal feel is amazing. Does not hesitate to accelerate. And again, this vehicle has a lot of safety features. You never have to worry about any collisions or anything else for that matter. driving down the road, the suspension does a really good job of soaking up like any imperfections. And the heated steering wheel really is actually doing a good job here. Like it's almost like warm as a hot chocolate in your hands. Give you that perspective. I'm gonna go right here actually. Now you can see how large the map is. It's pretty big. And you do have the camera mirror as well. I find it really nice compared to the traditional mirror. Wait for traffic to break here. Now again, this is a turbo engine, so it does have a nice pickup feel to it. It does feel a bit torquey, which is actually a great thing, in my opinion. And again, the start-stop feature. The engine won't shut off when you come to this red light here. And again, the mirror is lighting up as well, telling me a car is in my blind spot. This vehicle is definitely a pleasure to drive. Now again, this pricing can vary in different trims you get. Elevation is the base trim. If you want to work your way up to the Denali, you can go from Elevation AT4 and Denali. There's like 3 trims, all same engine. You can get pretty decent features on the Elevation model, but again, the Denali has its nice touches. And even in this cold weather, this terrain does awesome. It's a great winter vehicle. And again, driving it feels like it's a lot bigger than what it is. I mean, I feel like I'm in a truck, which is pretty surprising. It's not even close to the size of the truck. Telling me right at the bottom of the digital screen that I have a good distance from the car ahead of me. Again, great pedal feel as well. Barely touching the brakes and the stuff's pretty great. Again, the leather seats, and these seats are also very nicely bolstered, so it makes you definitely feel better secure and in place if you really like that feel. As traffic does pick up, there's going to be a lot more drivers trying to rush home. Again, even the car tells me the speed limit, so I mean it says it's 40. So if you go above that, you definitely know you're speeding, and the car will let you know that. are on two-wheel drive at the moment. All-wheel drive, like I said, is perfect for those conditions where you need the extra traction. In this case, you're just on the regular city roads. The heated steering wheel does go around the whole leg wheel. So if you, depends where you place your hands. Pretty warm. And again, the size of this car is very great, especially for families, if you want to do any road trips. It has the space, the practicality. And again, it's overly a nicely designed vehicle. And again, driving over just little small imperfections of the road, it's very, very settled. Barely no vibrations. Very great drive. I'm sure a lot of you guys will love a vehicle like this. Now coming up to the front of the dealership here, this is where we will end our journey of this test drive. We have the truck here, so it's going to be a bit of a tight space. And again, the size of this vehicle makes it pretty maneuverable. Turning radius is actually pretty good for locals. And you just press the button and then you're in park. Alright guys, thank you for that journey and the view of the GMC Terrain.